AFTV Stricto, you had to wait a time to get on, but you're on here eventually. Hopefully that's made you sort of cool down a bit, because it was an emotional game, that one tonight. I mean...
Yeah, very, very... very, very emotional games.
Where are you standing on it? Do you think that's it? The title's over now?
Do you know what, Robbie, yeah? I'm old enough to say what I'm going to say, yeah? I've lived long enough, even outside of football, outside of sport. You see a lot of things happening. I had a friend of mine that had breast cancer, and you could have sworn she was gone. She came back. And if you look at life that way, it's not done, Robbie, until it's done.
Yes.
If you're going to win the league, it's always been like this for the past 5-6 seasons. If you're going to win the league, you have to beat City. Whether it's a football game against them or whether it's over a season, that is the team you have to beat. They are essentially, in every game you play, they are the final bosses. Do you understand? That's what City are. And it doesn't change. You have to beat City to win this league. Whether it's at the Etihad or whether it's at the end of 38 games, whatever you do, you've got to better City. So your question is, do I believe? Of course I believe. What is the point of being a fan? What's the point of being a human being? What's the point of being a person? What's the point of waking up every morning? What's the point of having kids? What's the point of feeding your kids? What's the point of working? What's the point of money? What's the point of anything? I believe, Robbie.
Hey, my guy.
Until you reach there.
No, Robbie, then it's that then. Until it's then. Until it's then. But one thing for sure, nobody cannot tell me I am not Arsenal. Nobody cannot tell me I am not Arsenal. In 1989, when we won at Liverpool, I was 4 years old. I didn't know nothing. I was in Nigeria. I didn't know the world. I didn't know nothing. I've watched that back. I still get chills when I watch that.
Yes.
These boys need to sit down. Yeah, these Arsenal boys, these players need to sit down and watch that DVD and know that they can replicate something on Wednesday. And let's be clear. Even if we lose to City on Wednesday, it's not the end of the league. There's still more games to go. Listen, let me tell you something, yeah? If you remember being in the playground as a kid, you always had that mentality of there's some people you can fight, right? So I can beat him up, but this guy can beat that guy up. So therefore I can't beat that guy. Life don't work that way. That's playground. I've seen Brentford beat City comfortably. I watched that game. City scored, made it 1-0. And from then on, what's the betting man called again? What's his name? Tony was on. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. And again, back to this club, one thing I know, when you don't expect Arsenal to do nothing is when they do shit. Is when they do shit. Because all of us here from West Ham expected us to beat them. Yeah? Come to this game. Even myself, I said someone's going to catch a licking today. Southampton going to catch a licking today. That didn't happen. But I'll tell you something I saw. If we would have won this game 3-0, 4-0, there would be no talk of character. There was character to come back. Even at 3-2, I was like, we've lost. Like, it's too little, too late. Like these people, it's too little, too late. And at the end, we could have fucking won the game. That's how these things go. People know how I am. I will speak my mind. I will say things sometimes might be outlandish, but it's coming from the heart. And from my heart, Robbie, I don't think it's over. I really don't think it's over. Because one thing with City now, City have never ever in their life played an Arsenal that want to win the league. They have never ever played an Arsenal that wants to win the league. They play an Arsenal that want top 4. There's a mentality, there's a different mentality. Do you understand? There's a different mentality. They have never ever in their history played an Arsenal that in this position and need to go there to go and do something. Never. So mentality wise, it's a different game. I know everyone's writing them off. And do you know what? Mikel Arteta, you boys, I know you man watch AFTV and I want them to watch everyone that's doubted it today. Watch it, breathe it in. Go there on Wednesday, stand like fucking men that you are. Because you man have been men this season. Everyone knows me. You call it negative, I call it real. Call it negative, I call it how it is. If they play shit, I'll be here and I'll be saying what I'm saying. But I know what I saw in the last 7-8 minutes. I know what I saw. At the end of the game, all of them man were on the floor. They were on the floor from disappointment. That is character.
Yes.
That is character, Robbie. Characters are built. You're not born with it. You build it over time. Do you understand? You build it over time.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.